He also described Fatamorgana as an exception in his filmography, which is extensive and includes a short animated film embedded into the cartoon American Dad.
Perhaps it is fitting, for what was the butterfly other than a symbol of the boy's innocence that perished days before, killed by the very soul he tried to save?
Ricky Spanish.
And a cameo role in DreamWorks' Penguins of Madagascar, which was inspired by his Antarctica documentary Encounters at the End of the World.
Tiny and helpless, the baby penguins are frozen with fear. They know if they fall from this cliff, they will surely die. Gunther, give them a shove.
Many of the images used in Fatamorgana would appear in Herzog's later work. For example, the decaying animal carcasses reappear in his 1987 film Cobra Verde. Last summer I spent 2 months in the Arctic looking for a Fatamorgana. It was a long shot, but then again Fatamorgana are most common in polar regions, where they often appear above large ice sheets. So if I was going to see one, sailing around the Spitsbergen archipelago was going to give me the best shot, even though there was no possibility of a scouting trip to check it out. I shot footage with no idea as to how it would be eventually used. Where only the captain's vision matters, a degree of blind faith is needed. I read about Sir John Ross's 1818 expedition to the Arctic, when after 4 months sailing he arrived at Lancaster Sound at the north end of Baffin Island. And he claimed he distinctly saw land at the bottom of the bay, forming a chain of mountains connected with those which extended to the north and south sides. The mountains which occupied the centre at the north and south directions he named Croker Mountains, after Sir John Croker, the Secretary to the Admiralty. The problem was no one else saw the mountains. Others on board urged him to carry on, but he tacked the Isabella and Alexander around and sailed promptly back to England. The ensuing controversy about the existence or non-existence of the mountains ruined Ross's career. The next expedition to the Lancaster Sound confirmed there were no mountains. So did he see a Fatamorgana, or was it some type of hallucination which conjured up the mountains? What might have led him to see mountains that weren't there?